she vanished from the spotlight just when her career was catching fire. Or so it seemed. But what if Lexi Underwood wasn't fading away? What if she was planning something bigger than anyone imagined? Behind the smiles, the fame, and the flawless performances lies a story no one saw coming. A story of power, pressure, and a decision that could change everything. What really happened to the girl who stole every scene? And why is Hollywood suddenly watching her every move? Lexi Underwood. A name that once echoed quietly is now impossible to ignore. But where did she come from? And how did she manage to climb so high, so fast, in an industry that swallows young talent whole? Her story isn't just about talent. It's about quiet fire, fierce choices, and a path she carved on her own terms. Born in Washington, D.C., Lexi wasn't your typical child. While others played with toys, she imagined herself on stage. And not just imagined, she went for it. Her first real breakthrough came early when she was cast as young Nala in The Lion King on Broadway. A massive stage, a huge legacy to live up to. And yet, night after night, she delivered. Confident, focused, unshakable. That moment didn't just mark the start of her career. It showed the world she was different. After Broadway, she set her eyes on television. But it wasn't an instant success. There were small roles, guest spots, countless auditions. It could have been discouraging. But Lexi didn't stop. And then came little fires everywhere. One role, one show, and everything changed. Starring alongside Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington. Lexi didn't just keep up, she stood out. As Pearl Warren, she brought quiet intensity, emotion, and realism that made audiences stop and watch. She wasn't acting. She was living in the role. Suddenly, she wasn't just a rising star, she was a name Hollywood couldn't ignore. But instead of chasing easy fame, Lexi made a bold move. She chose projects with purpose. Roles that represented real, layered black girls. Not cliches, not background characters, real people. That choice was personal. She wanted to challenge the industry's narrow vision. She wanted to make space, not just for herself, but for others who didn't see themselves on screen. She took that same energy into Sneakerella, a modern twist on Cinderella. Fun, fresh, and full of heart, Lexi used the role not just to entertain, but to lead a story that flipped expectations. It wasn't just about making people laugh or cry, it was about making them feel seen. And Lexi didn't stop there. She stepped behind the camera. She launched her own production company, Ultimate Dreamer Productions. A name that isn't just catchy, it's a promise. Lexi isn't waiting for permission. She's creating her own stories, her own rules, her own world. But here's what makes Lexi truly magnetic. Her vision goes beyond acting. She's speaking up on mental health, racial injustice, and identity. She's directing, writing, and producing. At an age where most are still figuring themselves out, Lexi already knows what she stands for. And she's using her voice, her art, and her power to build something lasting. She's not chasing attention, she's chasing impact. And yet, she's unpredictable. 1 minute in front of the camera, the next creating something behind it. You never know what's coming next, only that it'll be bold, thoughtful, and unforgettable. That mystery, that sense of constant evolution, is what makes her impossible to look away from. Because Lexi Underwood isn't just acting, she's leading. creating, building a legacy from the ground up. So if you thought her silence meant she was slowing down, think again. She's only just getting started. And Hollywood? It's finally catching up.